Welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm Tony DeCopa with Gail King and Anthony Mason, and we're going to begin with this. The FBI is investigating a controversial police shooting at a Chicago transit station that was captured on camera. We want to warn you, this footage may be upsetting. The witness video shows the struggle between a man and two Chicago police officers on Friday. The man was shot twice. He is now in stable condition. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, is following the latest developments in this fast-moving case. Only happened on Friday. Jerika, good morning. What do we know?
Good morning to you all. Well, we know right now, this morning, there are multiple investigations into why shots were fired. An expert we spoke to says the officer was not justified in pulling out their gun in the first place.
Stop! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
More than a dozen times you hear Chicago police officers telling the man to stop after they say he allegedly moved between train cars, an offense that's punishable by a fine but is not a felony. The female officer appears to use a taser on the man. Then you hear the male officer say, "Shoot him." The video shows the man trying to go up the escalator, and that's when you hear a second shot. His attorney says the 33-year-old man was shot in the chest and buttocks. Charges against him were dropped, but investigators say they're considering possible criminal charges against the officers.
We both are extremely concerned and have significant questions about the incident.
CBS News security and law enforcement analyst Paul Violas reviewed the nearly 5 minutes of cell phone video. He says this shooting never should have happened.
Based on police procedure, based on use of force, based on the way police are trained, there did not appear to be imminent fear of their lives or imminent risk to the public, which would have justified deadly physical force.
Both officers are on paid administrative duty during the investigation. The Chicago Police Department issued a statement saying it is not rushing to judgment, but it is cooperating with the independent investigations. The Fraternal Order of Police say the city should not be commenting until all the facts are gathered. But
You just want to say, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 That's how Bilal would do it.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot even said extremely disturbing looking at the video. Officer said there could be more video, so still a lot of questions.
Yeah. As he reported, the charges have been dropped.
Yeah.
Man.
And now they're saying possible charges against the officer.
Well, the police official in your piece said there are significant questions. I don't understand being shot in the back as you're leaving.
Yes.
Considering what he was accused of doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Running in between
trains.
Subway cars. That's, Officials in the Houston area are investigating a deadly police shooting caught on video last night. The cell phone video posted on social media shows a Baytown, Texas police officer firing 5 shots after struggling to arrest a 45-year-old woman. Nikki Batiste is covering this still unfolding story and joins us at the table. The video we've seen so far is very disturbing.
It's extremely disturbing, Gail. Police say the 11-year veteran was apparently doing a routine patrol outside of an apartment complex when he came across a woman who he knew had outstanding warrants. We must warn you, the video you are about to see can be disturbing to some viewers. This cell phone video begins as the officer confronts the woman. As she moves away from the Baytown officer, he pulls out his taser and fires. The woman continues to struggle with the officer as she falls to the ground, at one point telling him she's pregnant. That's when he fires his gun at the woman 5 times. She was pronounced dead at the scene. To approach the woman, Lieutenant Steve Doris of the Baytown Police Department says a preliminary investigation found it was necessary for the officer to use deadly force. A witness also said the officer lives in the same complex. Police say the officer was wearing a body camera, but that video will not be released yet. The district attorney's office is investigating the shooting along with the Baytown police, and that officer is now on 3 days leave, according to policy.
Right.
Terrible.
More questions there.
Yeah, very disturbing. Thank you very much, Nikki.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Offices of Emergency Management in the following counties: Dallas, Kaufman, roads in the Metroplex impassable. Emergency vehicles are currently unable to reach those in need of assistance. In addition, many residents are reportedly trapped in underground shelters. If you need emergency assistance, do not leave your present location. The Texas National Guard is currently en route to assist those in need. Please do not call 911 as the telephone lines are busy and need to be left open for official use only. Residents outside of the affected area are asked not to assist victims until it is deemed safe to do so by the National Guard.
But I've been told that many neighborhoods, and even entire towns, have been reduced to nothing. According to local officials, the death toll could be in the thousands. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and all. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a time of mourning. A major American city is on its knees.